Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. So today I'm putting on my security consultant hat because, let's face it, we really need to have a serious community-level briefing. We're seeing an alarming spike in kidnapping and general insecurity threats right now, and just hoping for the best? Yeah, that's not going to cut it anymore. It requires a really disciplined, systematic approach to how we handle our everyday lives. But we're going to tackle this together, neighbor to neighbor. We're going to set up some absolutely essential guardrails to protect us, our families, and the whole community. The reality out there is pretty stark right now. Truly, the only people you can 100% rely on are yourself and your God. But look, that doesn't mean we just isolate ourselves, right? Actually, the source material we're looking at today makes a fantastic point. Real community defense starts with being your brother's keeper. And the absolute best way to do that? By sharing vital, totally actionable security tips. Okay, let's dive into this. We need to build up this mindset of mutual support and, honestly, extreme vigilance. To keep things super practical, we've got a clear game plan today. 1. Vigilance is a community effort. 2. Securing the home and protecting our kids. 3. Safe commuting and workplace anonymity. 4. Modest spending and social habits. And finally, 5. Making safety your absolute ultimate priority. All right, starting with Section 1, securing your home and protecting children, the core of your safety. I want you to think of your personal security kind of like concentric circles, okay? We're starting right at the center, your inner sanctum, your home. Because if our homes are vulnerable, literally everything else falls apart. And inside that home, our number one absolute highest priority is protecting the kids. So here are some strict, completely non-negotiable rules. First off, protect their identities. Never, ever post pictures of your kids in their school uniforms or wearing their school badges. I mean, doing that basically hands their daily location to bad actors on a silver platter. Second, please avoid sending the kids on solo errands outside the house. Our source material does not sugarcoat this. Children are soft targets. We've got to rigorously shield them from any opportunistic threats out there. Now let's talk about the physical perimeter of your house at night. There is a very strict protocol for late-night knocks. You literally never make any attempt to open your gate or door at night, especially during what the source calls the dead nights. And listen, this applies to everyone. Do not open the door even if it sounds like a child, your brother, or a relative. Why? Because criminals will actually use your loved ones as bait just to get to you. No matter how convincing it sounds, use your discretion and just say firmly through the locked door, "Till in the morning." And hey, don't think you can just let your guard down during the day either. Complacency is just as dangerous. Always lock your doors. You might think, oh, 60 seconds is too short for someone to slip inside. Trust me, it's not. A momentary lapse is literally all it takes. Even if you're just stepping out back for a split second to switch off your generator, make sure that door clicks locked right behind you. Moving on to Section 2, safe commuting and workplace anonymity, blending in to stay safe. Let's step outside that first circle of security for a minute and look at our daily movements. How we travel and how we present ourselves out in public is huge. It can either protect us or put a giant target right on our backs. Check out the difference here. Advertising who you are, wearing workplace lanyards out on the street or slapping prestigious corporate stickers on your car, that's highly risky behavior. The safe route is absolute anonymity. As the source perfectly puts it, nobody outside your office needs to know where you work. When you blend in, you stay safe. It's that simple. This also means setting some hard physical boundaries for your daily routine. For example, don't go jogging while it's still dark outside. We have to be smarter than that. If you do go, wait for the light and take someone you trust. For daytime travel, try to avoid leaving super early in the morning and absolutely plan your trips so you're arriving at your destination by 6 p.m. at the very latest. Darkness is basically cover for kidnappers, and we definitely do not want to be out in it. And sticking to that travel schedule means we might need to tweak our work habits too. Don't stay late at the office long after everyone else has gone home. I know missing a deadline is stressful, but let's be real here. It is way better than missing your ride home and sitting all alone in an empty, vulnerable building. If you've got deadline work to finish, just pack it up and do it safely at home. All right, Section 3, modest spending and social habits, reducing your target profile. So now we're getting into the social sphere. And honestly, this is where so many people accidentally compromise their safety. Financial displays, even totally innocent ones, draw a lot of unwanted, dangerous attention. I really want you to stop and ask yourself, are your public behaviors making you a target? Are the things you do at parties or in your neighborhood inadvertently painting a bullseye on your back? Reducing your target profile is all about adjusting how you act in different social settings. So at parties, don't get so caught up in the moment that you start spraying money around. The safer alternative? Just put your gift in a discreet envelope. At estate meetings, don't feel the need to prove you're the wealthiest person on the block with massive flashy donations. Give modesty, give privately, and get comfortable simply saying, I can't spare that amount right now. And at the ATM, stop making those massive cash withdrawals. Just carry minimal cash. Like the briefing boldly points out, you really don't need $50K in your wallet to feel like a man. You might not even realize how much risk is just sitting right there in your pocket. If someone does target you, the very first things they check are your phone and your wallet. Always delete your bank transaction notifications, especially those SMS alerts. You can memorize your bank balance, it's not that hard. And make sure you're shredding those POS and ATM receipts so nobody can gauge your spending power. Of course, take this mindset online too. Be hyper-aware of what you post on social media. Flaunting wealth online is literally a beacon for offline threats. Which brings us to Section 4, making safety your ultimate priority, collective accountability. Okay, so we've covered the home, the commute, and our social lives. Now we really need to adopt collective accountability as a core survival tactic. You have got to be accountable to your spouse, your parents, or at least a trusted friend. Let somebody know where you are at every single point in your day. God forbid something goes wrong, but if it does, that timeline and that communication are exactly what will save you. This just has to be the guiding principle for every single choice you make. From the second you wake up, make safety the #1 factor in your decisions, always. Not convenience, not your ego, not a work deadline, just safety. All right, we've gone through the essentials. You officially have the blueprint to secure your daily routine. But like we said right at the top, community security relies on all of us looking out for each other. The source material ends with a really urgent plea. Share this information right now, because someone somewhere definitely needs this today. So I'll leave you with this question. Who in your life needs to hear these rules right now to stay safe? Pass this explainer along, stay vigilant out there, and let's keep each other safe. Thanks for tuning in.